Hi guys, welcome to CodingFataka YouTube channel, where we are going to master the patterns in just 1 week. After that, you can able to solve any different type of pattern in just seconds. So in this video, I am going to discuss about the alphabetical patterns. I will show you those patterns. So these are the patterns we are going to solve now. So we'll try to solve one by one, guys. After that, you can able to write the code in just seconds. Before starting the video, please subscribe to YouTube channel and like this video, guys. Get into the session. I'm going with the one by one pattern. So now I'm starting from the first pattern called right angle triangle with the character symbols. So here already you know the logic to form this right angle triangle. That is nothing but you can able to see we need the stars of right angle triangle. To get the stars, right? To get the stars here, what is the logic we already had? So here to print the right angle triangle, we need to follow a one logic here. That is nothing but here 1 1 2 1 2 2 3 1 3 2 3 3 4 1 4 2 4 3 5 1 5 2 5 3 5 4 5 5. So if you clearly see here, the j values are going towards to equals to the I. And here ij value are equal, 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 here ij value are equal. And previous those stars are having the j value is less than the I. So we are moving from the less than to the equal to symbol. So we need to combine both the things to form the entire logic. J less than or equal to I, we need to print the star. So we will get the right angle triangle. Instead of printing the star, we need to print the character. So what is the character I should print here? I should print the capital letter here. That capital letter will be incremented by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like that it has to go. So here there is one function in the Python which is used to get the automatically character. That is nothing but you already know one thing here. That is nothing but in Python there are two functions, guys. One is the order function, second one is the CHR function. So there are two functions in the Python, built-in functions, which are used to get the ASCII value of the character. We'll use one function, and to get the character for the ASCII value, we'll use one function. Those functions are these two only. So first one is the order function. That order function will be used to get the ASCII value of a character. Okay. For example, suppose if I give the capital A to the order function, what will happen? This function will return the 65 as the output, because 65 is the ASCII value of a character, like that. And whenever I am giving the 65 to the CHR function, the CHR function is nothing but a character function which will return the character. By taking the ASCII value as the input, it will return the character as the output. That is nothing but a capital A. Now what I am going to do here, I am going to take a one variable here, character equal to capital A. And whenever this condition is satisfied, I am going to print the character. Then what will happen? Every time I will get the A. But this is not the thing here. I should increment the value of the A to the B. For next iteration, again C. For next, again D. Like this, I need to increment. How to increment the character here? To increment the character, to automatically get the next character, we need to use these two functions, guys. To get the automatically next character, there is a one logic here. That is nothing but I'm going to declare a one variable here. You can able to see. I'm going to declare a one variable here, character equal to capital A. So now what I'm going to do here, whenever that condition is satisfied, whenever j less than or equal to I, instead of printing the star here, I'm going to print the character here. After printing the character, we are going to get the in every place of star, we are getting the A only. But we need to get whenever this condition is satisfied, first we need to print the character. After printing that character, we need to change the value of the character to the next character. To change the value of the character, there is a one logic here. That is nothing but I'm going to assign a new character to the character variable by getting the next character. How to get the next character? To get the character, there is a one function called CHR function by providing the ASCII value. So to get the ASCII value of a character, there is one more function that is called ORD function. First, I am going to get the ASCII value of a current character. After getting the ASCII value of the current character, what I am going to do here, I am going to just add 1 here. So in the starting, the value will be 65, 1 will be added. So next time the character value will be B. And whenever for next iteration, Whenever this condition is satisfied, again b value ASCII value is 66. Again 1 will be added. Now 67. Like that, every time one value will be added. So we will get the next character like this, guys. So this condition will be evaluated like that. This logic will be executed like that. Now you can able to see the output here. We are getting the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Like that, we are getting the all alphabets. So this is the logic you need to learn, guys. So by using the ORD function, character function only, we are going to form every pattern here. So now let's dive into the second problem here, second type of pattern. I think already you know the logic to print this halo square. What is the logic to print the halo square? Whenever I value equal to 1, we need to print the character. Whenever j value equal to 1, we need to print the character. Whenever j value equal to n, we need to print the character. Whenever I value equal to n, we need to print the character. So please go and write the logic. Within seconds you can able to write anything. So now I am going to write here, whenever j equals to 1 or else, I equals to 1 or else, I equals to n or else, j value equals to n. Now we are going to perform the same logic. We are incrementing the value of character only. Now you can able to see here, we are getting the same output, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So see here, the exactly same output we are going to get here. Now we will dive into the third problem here. Third problem is also a right angle triangle only, because I have taken, if you are having the same type of pattern by changing the logic, you can able to easily understand. If I change the right angle triangle to the opposite triangle, then again some circumstances will come. So I am going to ignore them. So we need the logic how to form the pattern, because if you learn the logic, you can able to print the opposite to this pattern also, right? So please learn the logic here. Now you can able to see here, whenever j value equal to 1 here and j value equal to I here, whenever j value equal to n here, we are going to print the small characters. Otherwise, we are going to print the capital letters. You can able to clearly understand. So whenever the condition is not satisfied, we are going to print the capital letters. Otherwise, we are going to print the small letters. So how to print that? So first we need to form the right angle triangle only. To form the right angle triangle, we need the one condition called j less than or equal to I only. But here you need to understand one thing. First, what we are going to print here? We are going to print the small character. So to print the small character, here there is a one condition. Whenever I value equal to j, or else j value equal to 1, or else j value equal to n. Then what we are going to print? We are going to print the small characters. So whenever j value equal to 1, or else I value equals to n, or else I value equals to j. So we are going to print the one character. Those are small characters. So I am going to take a one character, one variable equal to small a. And I am going to take one more variable, character 2 equal to capital A. Now clearly understand here what is happening. I am going to print, whenever these conditions are satisfied, I am going to print the character 1 here. I am going to print character 1. I am going to change the value of the character 1. So whenever there is one more condition, whenever j less than or equal to I condition is satisfied, wait, I need the else if ladder. If whenever j less than or equal to I, what we need to print here? We need to print the character 2 here. That means capital letters. And after again we need to add the end operator here. So after that we need to again change the modify the value of the character 2 also. The same logic I am going to perform here also. And but in the place of character 1 I am putting character 2. Now you can able to see here, first logic, whenever first logic is satisfied, we are going to get the small characters. Otherwise, whenever second condition is satisfied, we are going to get the capital letters. So in the first two iterations of I, small characters will be printed, A, B, C. Why? Because of here j value equal to 1 is satisfied, I value equal to j is satisfied. That's why we are going to get the B, C at a time we are getting. Because of the j equal to 1 we are getting the B, and because of the I equals to j we are getting the small c. And after that, in between the D to E, we are getting the A, because E is formed because of I equals to J and D is formed because of J equals to 1. But capital A is formed because of J less than or equal to I. Like that, this pattern is going to printed. Let's dive into the fourth problem here, fourth pattern. So this is also very easy, because this is very similar to the which pattern? Halo square pattern. Here whenever hello square is true here, we are going to print the capital letters here. And while printing the capital letters, we are going to print the in between in the right diagonal and left diagonal, we are going to print the hyphen symbol. How to print the hyphen symbol in the diagonals? So to print that, what we need to do here, we need to write a one condition here. What is that? Whenever I value equals to 1 or j value equals to 1 or else j value equal to n or else I value equal to n, we need to print the character 1. That is nothing but a capital A. I am going to remove the character 2 here. Now I am going to remove the character 2 logic also here. Now there is a one more condition, that is nothing but a whenever I value equals to j or else I plus j equals to n plus 1, then we need to print the hyphen symbol or minus symbol, right? Because those are diagonals. I equals to j is diagonal, right diagonal, and I plus j equals to n plus 1 is left diagonal. Now whenever that condition is true here, we are going to print the hyphen symbol. Otherwise we are not printing the anything, we are printing just space. Now you can able to see we are going to get the output. I am going to give a small input. Now you can able to see here we are going to get the wait, I am going to give. Let's dive into the fifth problem here. The fifth pattern is nothing but a worm pattern. You have already learned that how to form the worm pattern in the previous videos. Now what we are going to do here, if you haven't watched about the worm pattern, please watch the video I am putting here. You can able to get from here. So now here worm pattern. Already we had the logic to print the worm pattern. So what I am going to do here, instead of printing the stars, I am going to print the character now. So just simply changing the logic only. There is a already worm pattern inside our Python programs. I have already explained you in the previous session, so you can able to watch them. And here we are getting the worm pattern. Now instead of printing the star here, we are going to print the character. So that character value we need to define here. Character equal to a. Now I am going to change the value of the character. How to change that value? Exactly same. Character equal to chr of ord of chr ord of character plus 1 again. Same thing. Now simply see here. We got the output. Is there any too much difficulty? No, it is very easy if you understood the how to form the logic, guys. That's it. Let's dive into the last pattern called sixth pattern here. That pattern is, so outside in the hello square we are having the which pattern? We are having this capital letter, and inside that we are having the small letter. So how to print the small letters inside the hello square? Whenever hello square logics are true here, we are going to print the what we are going to print? We are going to print the capital letter. That is nothing but a whenever I value equal to 1, j value equal to 1, I value equal to n or j value equal to n. So we are going to print the what we are going to print here? Just we are going to print the just simple thing. I am going to change here. I am going to print the character, and whenever the condition is false here, I am going to print the character 2. So instead of printing the character 2, simply super here. I am going to write character 2 equals to chr of ord of character 2 plus 1. Now I am going to declare one more character here. Character 2 equals to small a. Now you can able to get the same output here. See here. We are getting the same output. Whenever I value equal to 1 or j value equal to 1 or j value equal to n or I value equal to n, we are going to print the capital letters. Otherwise, we are going to print the small letters. So this is the program to get that pattern. And 1 minute, guys. If you want to learn the Python more deeply from the scratch to the advanced, we are also offering the courses. The course name is called Master Python Just in 30 Days, where we are going to teach the Python from completely scratch to the advanced. So if you want to learn the Python more deeply, you can able to join our courses. So if you want to get the more information about the courses, please call us to this number, guys, or else you can able to mail us. And the course fees is only 999 rupees. So for these only we are going to provide the recorded sessions, and we are going to provide the notes, and we are going to provide the 4 mini projects, 2 major projects, and else we are going to provide 500 plus programs, and these are live sessions. After that live sessions, we are going to provide the recorded sessions as well. So if you are interested, please put a comment inside under this video, or else you can able to call us, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll meet you in the next video.